Today we recognize April as Child Abuse Prevention Month and the important work of the Treehouse Child Advocacy Center. Child abuse can have a long-term psychological, emotional, and physical effects that can and have lifelong consequences for victims. The Treehouse Child Advocacy Center is dedicated to reducing trauma and promoting healing for child victims of physical abuse, sexual abuse, and neglect. It was established in 2002 and more recently incorporated as a private, nonprofit. The organization partners with the Department of Health and Human Services to provide free medical, forensic, and advocacy services as well as mental health therapy in a safe, child-friendly environment. In FY18, the Treehouse served 695 new clients and 89 ongoing clients. The Treehouse is where hope steps into the lives of children who have been sexually and physically abused. There's the Tour to Cookie, and I invite all my colleagues in the whole county to get involved in the annual Treehouse Tour to Cookie, a fun, non-competitive annual family event. The purpose is to raise awareness of the services provided by the Treehouse and child abuse prevention. Takes place on May 4th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the Johns Hopkins University Montgomery County campus. The riders choose between 4 routes: stopping to pick up cookies, which is an enticement here, stopping to pick up cookies at stands along the way. There are also options for small kids and non-bikers and a family expo with live entertainment, exhibitors, and food. There are many ways to support and participate in the sweet event, and we hope everyone listening will do so. I know the person standing next to me loves cookies. Did you have something to say, please?
I think the cookies go against the public health. So we have conflicting things going on here. Look, this is some of the most important work that anybody can do in the community. I was a school teacher. As a teacher, you see the effects of child abuse when kids come to the school and they struggle with issues from the home. It is absolutely a life changer for people to be affected by child abuse. It's something that you just don't erase. It's not something you grow out of like acne. It's permanent, and it often affects the children of the children who are affected by child abuse, because that's something that parents often take with them and gets visited on their children. So we know this is not a one-generational problem. It can easily become a multi-generational problem. So the work the Treehouse does and everybody else does in this county to keep our children safe and provide them with support is just absolutely critical for their well-being, but also to actually stop the cycle of child abuse. It has to, you're not just helping one person, but you're breaking a cycle. And I think that's really important, and I'm really glad you're doing this proclamation, and I'm happy to be here with you this morning.
We're happy to have you. Did anyone have something to add, or did you want to speak? Please, no? Yes, please, absolutely.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
I would like to say just a few things. As director of the Treehouse, it's been an absolute privilege to work in this county, where we have tremendous support from folks like Councilman Katz and many other council persons, as well as the county exec's office. The Treehouse is dedicated to the mission that we do. I am surrounded by our board members and by our staff, and everything that we do on behalf of these kids is done because we want to do it. We're benefiting from the leadership from the Child Welfare Department, and we're doing the work every single day. But 1 month a year we come forward to raise awareness and to ask for your help. So cookies in moderation are good, despite what the public health people tell you. And riding a bike is good, healthy exercise. So please join us on May 4th. And thank you all for your ongoing support.
Thank you. You want to start? Go ahead.
Take turns?
Yeah.
Yes, sure. Proclamation, Montgomery County, Maryland. Whereas in Montgomery County, every child should be allowed to thrive, to have every chance at happiness and every chance at success. But tragically, too many children suffer because of abuse or neglect. And
whereas last year in Montgomery County, the Child Welfare Services the screening line received over 18,000 calls regarding possible allegations of abuse and neglect, and investigated over 2,600 of these reports. And whereas
The Treehouse staff works closely with Montgomery County Police, Child Welfare Services, the Office of the County Attorney, and the State's Attorney's Office to provide an array of skilled services to the county's children and families who are impacted by physical abuse, sexual abuse, neglect, including medical evaluations, mental health assessments, and treatment, forensic interviewing, case management, and victim advocacy in a safe, child-focused, culturally competent setting. And whereas
the Treehouse Child Advocacy Center works to prevent child abuse and inform the community about how to protect children and how to assist children if abuse occurs. And
whereas the Treehouse Child Advocacy Center believes that the cycle of child abuse can be broken and that child abuse and neglect is preventable. Now, therefore, do we, Mark Elrich as County Executive, Nancy Navarro as County Council President, and Sidney Katz as County Council Vice President, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2019 is National Child Abuse Prevention Month in Montgomery County. We encourage residents to join the Treehouse Tour, the Cookie, on Saturday, May 4th, 2019, for a day of fun, festivities, and philanthropy as it seeks to raise awareness of child abuse prevention and promote the work of the Treehouse Child Advocacy Center.
very good. Thank you.
Signed by all three of us.
Absolutely. And my colleagues, please, you want to join us or you want to stand? Why don't you come down and join us?